Yes, I'm being disturbed by the off and on calls that are coming. Let's hope there will be no more disturbances. I was talking about the colors, the mixing of the primary colors with the secondary colors, and how the complements are made by the mixing itself. So that is described in the chart in that page itself. So keep in mind the importance of the using of colors. You know how the primary, which are the primary colors, and which are the secondary colors, and what are the tertiary colors. How the mixing makes the two. Now, here, the next one is the file names. You know better than I do, but these kinds of, what is a GIF file, what is a JPG file, what is a TIFF file. These are, descriptions which are important for you to understand how to transfer. You know, the EPS file is less common, but it's a very good format in which which files go from one file or one place to another. The EPS file is usually used by the professionals. GIF file is you use it for web graphics and everything. JPG of course is one of the best possible file formats. The TIFF file is for saving photos and for commercial purposes. So keep in mind the different kinds of files that are used for transfers. So I just wanted to just have these files in one place. The next part is something of the infographics. You know, this particular infographics, just to keep in mind that how the divisions or the divides that are there in the infographics, the headlines, for example, you know, and then the byline at the end, the source, all these things have to be mentioned there. This is a photograph. They have jokingly mentioned as catatomy. But then all these elements are important. I mean, the ears, the eyes, the whiskers. You know, I mean, the important part is every bit is kept into, taken note of. The chatter, for example, the chatter meaning the little bit of information that has to be given on top. You know, the first element is what is the headline, which is important, and then the chatter is the little text that is given to the graphic element. Then come to the next page. Here is again the paper quality. You know, we tend to ignore the paper. You know, I mean, the paper in which it is printed. There are so many things to be taken into consideration. Just have a look that you have so many elements to be taken note of. You know, the elements of opacity, the grain, the brightness, the weight, the formation, the smoothness, and then the different kinds of paper, coated paper, the uncoated paper, which is text and writing cover, the specialty paper, the different kinds of paper you have, different elements, the properties of paper you need to keep in mind. So these are, take a note and read them through, though it may be a little bit indistinct, but try. I mean, you'll be able to read. I can read it. So this is just to keep you aware that there are so many little details that apparently avoids or people avoid to know. But then these are important for a designer to keep in mind. What are the different weights of paper? What are the different kinds of paper? Now, the different types of infographics. You saw the catogram at the beginning, and there the different kinds of graphs, you know, that can be drawn. Here, for example, the kind of charts you have to make, the diagrams, the charts like pie diagram, the bar diagram, the fever diagram,